Fans of the Duggar family know just how strict their courtship rules are. Physical affection is strictly prohibited, and they also require chaperones. But in a new interview, Joanna Duggar's husband Austin Forsyth seemed to reveal they skirted around the rules. How much did Joy and Austin get away with before officially marrying? With so many children in the Duggar family, most fans suspect at least a few of the couples engaged in premarital relations to some degree. After all, even kissing is forbidden in serious courtships. The goal is to ultimately preserve all forms of physical affection for marriage. But did Joanna and Austin break those rules? Joy and Austin's breaking courtship rules confirmed, one Reddit user posted on the platform recently. First, since this is a snark community, let me be clear, I listened to Jinger and Jeremy's interview with Austin and came away finding Jerm even more insufferable than before. Anyway, Austin talked about Justin being his and Joy's chaperone. Austin admitted he would tell Justin to go into another room or go sit in the truck so he and Joy could talk. I am not saying they broke all the rules, but this seems to confirm what some of us believe, that they did more than hold hands prior to marriage. The OP continued. Some makeout session or something had to have happened to get Joy all horned up that she announced at the wedding that she and Austin would be leaving soon. Overall, it's tough to say exactly what happened, unless Austin or Joanna directly confirms what happened before their wedding ceremony. Fans can only speculate at this point. Some Duggar fans thought the interview confirmed rules were broken, while others weren't so certain. Other Reddit users on the thread wrote, "I didn't get the vibe that they did anything more than talk." Joy previously said in a Q&A that she did wait to kiss until marriage, and while she's glad Austin was her first kiss, she wishes they had done so at engagement rather than the altar. Not shocked. Even before they got together, she was, "If we weren't fundies, I'd throw myself at you," at the end of the first date levels of horny for him for ages. Let's be honest, the courtship rules really only pertain to the girls. I think people are reading too much into this. They just wanted to have private conversations. Over the years, Duggar News followers have seen many Duggar kids settle down and start new lives with their significant others. Well, Joanna's journey hasn't been any different. She and Austin Forsyth courted when they were 19 and 23, respectively. They have built an amazing life for themselves since then and have 3 kids they are looking after. Joanna and Austin are also popular in the reality TV realm. Despite their show's cancellations, they are often seen starring in different podcasts. But this time around, the couple ended up being stars in their own family member's podcast. Jinger and Jeremy invited them over, and things got a bit emotional. Joanna had a tearful moment when she heard her husband say something. Everyone has been seeing a new side to Joanna Duggar these days. She has been using her social media space to capture the moments when she just isn't with her family. While her husband and kids make up most of her social media content, Joanna ensures she dedicates time to herself. In a new post, she talked about leaving Arkansas. But Joanna also said it was temporary, and also for a trip with her girlfriends to Colorado. They went earlier this January to experience some snow. Well, Duggar News followers were glad to see her spend some me time instead of abiding by the toxic IBLP conditioning that urges women to always be homemakers and submissive to their husbands. It's been 8 years since Joanna and Austin walked down the aisle and said, "I do" to one another. Since then, they have had 3 kids and focused on building a better life. They are also very close to the rest of their siblings, especially Jinger and Jeremy Duggar. So, the latter invited them to their podcast, The Jinger and Jeremy Show. The couple wanted to know from Austin what it was like being Joanna's husband. He happily said she was everything he could have dreamed of. Before she came into his life, Austin thought he had all that he wanted, but after Joanna, he realized he needed her, and God revealed that to him. At last, He said his wife was the most amazing thing that's ever happened to him. So, Jinger and Jeremy shared the snippet of Austin saying so from their podcast on their social media handle. After seeing the clip, Joy-Anna responded to her husband's wonderful words with teary-eyed out-of-happiness emojis. The couple got lots of love and support from Duggar News followers as they claimed this is what an ideal relationship should be like. Duggar family, a question fans have been asking for years. Why wasn't one of the Duggars' births aired on television? It's a topic shrouded in speculation, secrecy, and surprising revelations. So grab your favorite snack, sit back, and let's uncover the truth together. The Duggar family first captured America's attention when their reality show premiered in 2008. With 19 children, all named starting with the letter G, the Duggars became synonymous with conservative Christian values, homeschooling, and an unwavering commitment to traditional family life. Their show gave fans an intimate look at their daily routines, parenting philosophies, and even some of the most personal moments, like childbirth. Over the years, viewers watched multiple Duggar babies enter the world, from Jessa to Joy-Anna's delivery. These episodes were emotional, raw, and often celebrated by fans. But there was one birth that never made it to our screens, and today, we'll explore why. That's right, the birth of Joseph Garrett Duggar, the couple's 9th child, remains conspicuously absent from the series. Born on December 31, 2000, Joseph arrived long before the cameras started rolling. But even after the show began airing in 2008, this particular birth story was never revisited or shared with audiences. Why? Was it simply because the birth happened too early in their journey? Or was there something more significant going on during that time? To understand what might have kept Joseph's birth off the airwaves, we need to rewind to the year 2000. At the time, the Duggars were still relatively unknown outside their local community. They weren't celebrities yet. They were just a hardworking couple trying to raise a growing family while adhering to strict religious principles. 19 years ago, giving birth wasn't just a medical event. It was deeply tied to faith and privacy. For the Duggars, who practiced natural childbirth without pain medication, each delivery was both physically demanding and spiritually significant. According to experts, many families in similar circumstances viewed childbirth as a sacred moment meant only for close family members. Sharing such an experience publicly could have felt intrusive, or even sacrilegious, at the time. But beyond spiritual considerations, another factor may have played a role: finances. Raising 9 kids isn't cheap, and the Duggars were no strangers to financial strain. In fact, Bob has openly talked about working multiple jobs to make ends meet during these early years. With limited resources, documenting Joseph's birth professionally wouldn't have been feasible. Home video cameras existed back then, but they lacked the quality needed for broadcast, and hiring a professional crew would have been far too expensive. Additionally, the idea of inviting strangers into their home to film such a private moment likely didn't sit well with the Duggars. Remember, this was pre-reality TV fame. They hadn't yet embraced the spotlight the way they did later in life. Fast forward to 2008, when 19 Kids and Counting debuted. By this point, the Duggars had become comfortable sharing their lives with millions of viewers. Yet, despite airing numerous birth episodes, Joseph's arrival remained conspicuously absent. This led to rampant fan speculation. Some fans theorized that the footage simply didn't exist due to technological limitations. Others believed the Duggars intentionally withheld it to maintain a sense of mystery. And then there were darker rumors, whispers about complications during labor or health issues that the family didn't want to disclose. While we can't confirm any of these theories, what we do know is that the Duggars have always prioritized protecting their family's image. Whether it's avoiding controversial topics or carefully curating which aspects of their lives appear on screen, discretion has always been key. So why does this missing birth episode continue to fascinate us? To answer that, I spoke with Dr. Sarah Collins, a psychologist specializing in media psychology. When a family opens up their lives to the public, people naturally crave consistency. Missing pieces create intrigue because they disrupt the narrative we've come to expect. In the case of the Duggars, not seeing Joseph's birth leaves a gap that fans feel compelled to fill, often through speculation. As someone who worked on similar shows, I can tell you that editing choices are rarely random. If the Duggars chose not to include Joseph's birth, it was likely a deliberate decision based on timing, logistics, or sensitivity. At the end of the day, the absence of Joseph's birth episode reminds us of an important truth. Every family has boundaries, even those in the public eye. While we may never know the full story, we can appreciate the Duggars' right to keep certain moments sacred. This saga also highlights how much power audiences hold over celebrity narratives.